been more than half a century since Timothy Leary urged the world to turn on, tune in, and drop out. And though Leary himself has since passed on, the lure of psychedelics still lingers. They went underground for decades, but now they're back. And they're not just for counterculture crowd types anymore. Today, it's likely your friends, your coworkers, maybe even your quirky neighbors, giving LSD, mushrooms, ketamine, and other psychedelics a second look. And they're liking what they see. Even the Department of Veterans Affairs recently began offering them to patients as part of clinical trials. This is a major step in a quest to discover the therapeutic potential of drugs that the federal government has long deemed dangerous and illegal. Marcus Capone is a retired Navy SEAL who has received what he says is life-saving psychedelic therapy overseas. His wife, Amber, is the executive director of the nonprofit VETS, which is Veterans Exploring Treatment Solutions. Both of you, thank you for stopping by the show tonight. Can you tell me about your experience with psilocybin? How did you end up trying psychedelics as therapy?
Yeah, thanks for having us. I'll start. When I separated from the military in 2013, I had just listened to the doctors that we were working with and assumed that life was just going to get better outside of service. And it really got worse. And, the years after that, I started to spiral, and I was having a lot of just issues, personal issues, professional issues, cognitive issues. And I had followed the Western medicine approach of prescription medicines, and I had gone to multiple brain clinics, and I was just getting more frustrated. And thank goodness Amber was working in the background for about a year and organized a trip for me to go to a legal retreat in Mexico to do psychedelic medicine. And it was nothing that I'd ever experienced before. I grew up a normal kid from Long Island, whatever that means. I wasn't exposed to any type of drugs. And this was life-changing, life-saving. And the first thing I wanted to do was pay it forward. And so Amber and I just wanted to help others, and that's what we've done.
It turns out my DARE officer might have been right about something. Marijuana is indeed a gateway drug. It's a gateway to legalizing other drugs. If you just look at the data, we've come so far on pot legislation in this country. In just 10 years, we've gone from 2 recreational states to 19. And you can get marijuana in at least 37 states medically for therapy, for a lot of the same things psilocybin is treating. Is this the new frontier for legalization, you guys?
No, I don't want to talk about cannabis only because I don't know a whole lot about marijuana other than
No, psilocybin specifically. Do you think that it's the new frontier?
I can talk about psychedelic medicine. I've seen the healing power. Yeah, I've seen the healing power in psychedelic medicine, so I could talk more about psychedelic medicine. These are medicinal drugs. They're used, if used correctly and if monitored correctly, I think we're going to see a change in the future of mental health care. I think there's a lot of people struggling right now, and I've never witnessed now hundreds of other veterans and special operations veterans see the same healing. And so, we stand behind this. We see the power in the medicines. We know it has to be done correctly. We can't allow what happened in the 50s and 60s and 70s and a lot of these drugs to run wild. We really need to take a close look and monitor and be able to do this right.
Marcus, when you went to Mexico for that retreat, enlighten our viewers a little bit. What was your form of treatment? An edible, a powder, a pill? Do you still take it? Was it a one-time thing?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. I think we're finding out medicine needs to be personalized. So what works for me, maybe once or twice, somebody else may need to go through several times. I've done the medicine now either once every year or once every couple of years, anytime I need a reset. Others, it's a one and done. It's really personalized, and I don't think we can really tell an individual exactly what they need and how much they need it. But yeah, for me, it was a pill that went on my body weight, and a 10-hour experience that I'll never forget. And yeah, I just wish more healing for more veterans and really for the greater population.
Marcus and Amber, we're running out of time, but if you had one message to pass along to a veteran or somebody else watching the show who's struggling tonight and has tried everything else, what would that message be?
I would say that thinking outside of the box and taking a chance on a therapy that is proving to be so efficacious might be life-saving for others as it was for us. So keeping an open mind and maintaining hope. There really is hope after service, and many of our post 9/11 era veterans still have half their lives left to live. They can live them thriving and not just surviving.
Amber and Marcus, thank you for joining us. Great to see both of you tonight. Thank you for sharing your story.